12 secret benefits for seniors over 70 that cruise lines hide. What if I told you cruise lines are quietly handing out thousands of dollars in perks to seniors over 70 and barely anyone knows it? I'm talking about secret discounts, hidden upgrades, and hush-hush benefits that aren't mentioned in any brochure, app, or travel agent email. These aren't rumors. They're real perks, quietly built into the system, but only for those who know how to ask. And cruise lines? They're not advertising them. In fact, they're counting on you never finding out. But today, we're pulling back the curtain. From medical loopholes and priority boarding to private lounges and backdoor loyalty boosts, these are the 12 secret cruise ship benefits seniors over 70 can claim, if they know where to look. And once you hear number 6 and number 11, you'll realize just how much you've been leaving on the table. Ready? Let's dive into the secrets they hope you never hear. Number 1. The discount they'll never tell you about. Most people think cruise pricing is black and white. What you see online is what you pay. But if you're over 70, there's a hidden backdoor to cheaper fares, and the cruise lines will never tell you it exists. It's a little-known trick buried deep in their system. Senior-specific discounts that aren't available through websites or apps. These savings can slash your fare by 5 to 15%, but only if you ask for it. Seriously. You have to call and mention your age, or it won't even come up. Why don't they advertise it? Because if every senior knew about this, they'd lose millions. Even the cruise reps on the phone are trained not to mention it unless you bring it up first. It's like a silent reward for those who know the game, and a total mystery to those who don't. And the best part? These hidden discounts often stack with other deals like early booking promos or state resident rates, giving savvy seniors an edge the rest of the ship doesn't even realize exists. But as we'll see, that's just the first of many cruise secrets hiding in plain sight. Number 2. The quiet cabin upgrade trick. Imagine booking an inside cabin, only to open your cruise door and find yourself staring at a private oceanfront balcony. No upcharge. No explanation. Just a quiet upgrade, and it happens more often than you think for seniors over 70. Cruise lines won't openly admit this, but here's what's really going on. During off-peak sailings, when there are extra rooms available, they prioritize soft upgrades for seniors, especially those who've cruised before or are traveling solo. Your age, loyalty status, and booking flexibility can all trigger an automatic bump, without you ever knowing it was planned. It's not guaranteed, and you won't see it in writing. But the system flags certain passengers as priority for reassignment, and guess who's at the top of that list? Seniors. So while others pay hundreds for a view, some seniors simply show up and get handed the good life. And that's just the start, because the next perk? It'll change the way you board the ship forever. Number 3. Skip the lines without paying a dime. Everyone hates the long lines at the terminal, the slow-moving security, the crowd-packed waiting area, the rush to get on board. But here's a secret. Seniors over 70 are quietly getting waved past it all, without paying a single extra fee. It's not some official priority boarding package. It's something the cruise lines call a courtesy assist, and it kicks in automatically for older guests, especially those with mobility devices or a flagged age in their profile. No flashy signs. No announcements. Just a discreet nudge from staff, and suddenly you're boarding minutes, sometimes hours, before everyone else. It even works during disembarkation. While others wait in crowded halls or scramble for early time slots, seniors often get fast-tracked down the gangway. First off, first to breakfast, first to relax. It's one of those unspoken perks that feels small until you experience the difference it makes. And speaking of quiet treatment, wait until you hear what some seniors get access to behind closed doors. Number 4. VIP lounges you're not supposed to know about. You'd never see it on the deck plan. There's no mention of it in the app. But tucked away on many cruise ships are private lounges where select seniors quietly gather, enjoying wine, snacks, and first access to entertainment, all without the crowds. They're called senior socials, and they're by invite only. Some cruise lines host these low-key gatherings in concierge lounges or unused event spaces. Staff quietly slip invitations to certain passengers, usually over 70, often frequent cruisers, and always under the radar. These events offer light refreshments, mingling with officers, early booking perks, and even preview access to onboard shows. It's a way for cruise lines to quietly honor their older guests without making it a big spectacle. If you've never been invited, don't worry. Most guests haven't. But once you know they exist, you can start asking the right people. And while the lounge experience is cozy, the next perk could save you hundreds in unexpected health costs. Number 5. Medical perks they'll never advertise. Let's face it, one of the biggest concerns seniors have at sea is, what if something happens to my health while on board? And cruise lines know it. That's why many of them have quietly built in a few safety nets, but they'll never officially admit to it. If you're over 70, you may qualify for what's called a wellness courtesy check. On paper, it's just a routine visit. But in practice, it often means waived consultation fees for non-emergency visits, especially for things like motion sickness, blood pressure concerns, or medication adjustments. Cruise doctors are trained to show extra flexibility with senior guests, and some ships even keep a few free supplies or sample medications just for these cases. Again, you won't see this listed anywhere. It's not part of any plan. But if you ask kindly or explain a minor concern, you may be surprised how quickly help appears, without a bill attached. And here's the kicker. Some of these perks extend to travel insurance claims, meaning seniors might even get reimbursed without having to use onboard credit. But if free health checks don't get your attention, wait until you see what some seniors get delivered to their cabins every single day. Number 6. Room service without the price tag. For most cruisers, ordering room service means sneaky fees and limited menus. But for seniors over 70, something surprising happens behind the scenes. Those charges? They often disappear. Some cruise lines quietly waive room service fees for older guests, especially on longer voyages or premium class ships. And the crew? They're trained to offer extra flexibility with seniors, whether that means delivering dinner early, sending custom meal requests, or even preparing soft foods not on the menu. You just have to ask. Many seniors report getting personalized notes from the kitchen, remembering their preferences after just a day or two. Things like 1 cup of chamomile tea with honey before bed, or extra toast with no butter, just jam. They become part of your stay. And it's not just food. Need more blankets? Extra pillows? A chair with better back support? Seniors often get what feels like VIP treatment, but it's never listed in any official perks guide. But what comes next? It's the cruise industry's quietest loyalty bonus, and it's only offered on board. Number 7. Hidden loyalty bonuses for future cruises. Here's a little secret most cruisers completely overlook. The best deals for your next cruise aren't online, and they're definitely not in your email inbox. They're sitting quietly at the future cruise desk, waiting for seniors who know when to strike. If you're over 70, cruise lines often throw in extra, unlisted incentives when you rebook while still on board. And no, these aren't the standard drink package or onboard credit offers they give to everyone. We're talking about age-specific loyalty perks, like reduced deposits, cabin upgrades, or even bonus days that count toward your loyalty tier, but only if you ask. It's not written in any brochure. You won't find it in the fine print. These age loyalty bonuses are handled case by case, often by senior reps who are allowed to offer quiet incentives to seasoned travelers. The catch? You have to book on board. Miss that window, and the deal vanishes. And if you think that's a good secret, just wait until you hear about the private excursions no one ever sees online. Number 8. Private shore excursions they don't list online. Most people think shore excursions are a take-it-or-leave-it deal. You check the app, scroll through overpriced tours, and pick from the same cookie-cutter options as everyone else. But if you're a senior over 70, there's a hidden menu you'll never see, unless you're on board and know who to talk to. Cruise lines quietly offer senior-friendly excursion packages with fewer stairs, more breaks, and smaller group sizes. These aren't advertised online and won't show up in your booking portal. Instead, they're mentioned discreetly at the shore excursion desk, usually once the ship sets sail. These hidden tours often come with better lunch options, shaded rest stops, and slower pacing, designed specifically for older guests who want the experience without the hustle. Even better? Some lines bundle these exclusive excursions with discounts or bonus perks, like free bottled water, priority bus seating, or early return shuttles. It's like unlocking a secret chapter of your cruise, one the average traveler never even hears about. But if you think that's generous, wait until you hear about the seniors who book with zero deposit. Number 9. No deposit? No problem for seniors. Most travelers know the drill. Book a cruise, pay a deposit, and lock in your cabin. But for seniors over 70, there's a little-known workaround. You may not need to pay that deposit at all. It's not offered publicly, and you definitely won't see it on the cruise line's website. But when seniors book by phone, especially those on fixed incomes or traveling solo, some cruise lines quietly waive the initial deposit. They call it a courtesy hold, but in reality, it's a hidden benefit granted to loyal or older passengers who ask the right questions. Even better? If you're booking through a travel agent who knows the system, they can sometimes extend that window up to 90 days, giving you more time to decide, with zero financial pressure. It's just another example of how cruise lines take care of seniors as long as you know how to play the game. And while deposits are important, let's talk about something far more personal: the cozy little extras that magically appear in some seniors' cabins without a single request. Number 10. Comfort perks hidden in your cabin. Ever wonder why some seniors seem extra comfortable in their cabins? It's not just luck. It's a quiet cruise line tradition that goes completely unnoticed by most passengers. If you're over 70, your cabin steward may receive a note flagging your profile for extra comfort service. That means more than just turning down the bed. We're talking about plush pillows, extra blankets, non-slip bathroom mats, or even a small bedside night light delivered without a word. Some stewards go a step further, stocking your mini fridge with preferred drinks, adding reading materials, or quietly checking in more often than usual, just to make sure you're comfortable. These small touches aren't part of any package. You won't find them in a brochure. But ask any seasoned senior cruiser, and they'll tell you. The crew often takes extra care of older guests, especially those who smile, say thank you, and know how to build a little rapport. And while those comforts are priceless, what's next is pure gold, because it might just fast-track you into elite status without earning it the hard way. Number 11. Fast-tracked loyalty status, just for being older. Most people spend years climbing the cruise loyalty ladder, sailing over and over again just to reach gold or platinum status. But if you're over 70, there's a little-known shortcut, and it's not in any handbook. Some cruise lines quietly fast-track senior passengers into higher-tier loyalty programs, especially if they've cruised before but didn't formally enroll. All it takes is a quick conversation at the loyalty desk or guest services. Mention your age and past sailings, and they may match you into a mid-tier status automatically.
Why?
Because seniors tend to be repeat customers, and cruise companies want to keep them happy. This silent upgrade comes with perks like early boarding, priority dining reservations, better cabin access, and exclusive event invites. And here's the best part. It's often offered as a one-time courtesy, so even if you've only taken a few cruises, you could skip the line entirely. But if you thought jumping loyalty tiers was impressive, wait until you hear about the hidden freebies some seniors get, just for celebrating a milestone. Number 12. Hidden freebies for seniors celebrating milestones. Most cruise passengers celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, or retirements with a slice of cake and maybe a round of applause in the dining room. But seniors over 70? Some of them are unlocking real perks, completely free, just by letting the crew know what they're celebrating. Behind the scenes, cruise lines have what's known as hospitality flags. If you're celebrating a milestone, like a 50th anniversary, a retirement cruise, or even just your first cruise after turning 70, those notes can trigger unexpected surprises: spa credits, complimentary Wi-Fi, free formal night photos, or even a 30-minute massage voucher. The trick? You have to mention it when you check in or notify guest services early in the trip. These gestures aren't guaranteed, but they happen a lot more often than people realize. And for seniors who've taken the time to chat with crew members and build rapport, sometimes those freebies show up in your cabin with a handwritten note, no questions asked. It's the cruise line's way of saying thank you without ever putting it on the website.